Hi, my name is Molly, and I am the DM here for this, the second episode of the second season of the Concord Illuminati. To my left is my friend, coming from far, far away.
Which
Their
one?
character has so many butterflies in their hair.
We don't know who's to your left.
Yeah, we know
That's me.
who's to
Wait, actually, I have a butterfly in my hair today too.
Look at you bringing
Kinda.
authenticity.
So thematic.
Authenticity, yes. I'm Adora. I play Celestina.
Cool. And then next to Adora is our friend from New Jersey.
Hey.
It's more than one of those.
Okay.
Yeah, there is more than one of those. New Jersey represent. What's up?
So we have two friends from New Jersey, and then representing Mountain Time, of course, we have the woman, the man, the legend, Scarlet, and Odyssey. Oh my god. So running around the outside of the customs house in the port of Theurgic, Kendall's eyes trace along the beautiful port. Elegant Aladrin ships with wide-set hulls for transporting large amounts of processed metals fill the docks. A few are severely damaged from the fighting that took place in the harbor earlier that day. Their collapsed sails buffeted by a cold northward wind. Their rigging seems to shiver with the cold of the fading summer all around them. As he rounds the edge of the custom house, this beautiful two-story decorated building enchanted with latent fey magics to change with the seasons, his friend Odyssey of many months, a fanatic of sharks, is running a few strides behind him, blonde hair waving in the late summer wind as he sprints around this building towards a side window to close space on the giantling snipers through knee-deep ornamental flowering plants and shrubberies. Inside, our two Aladrin friends are tangling with very powerful giantlings. Butterflies seem to blot out all light around Celestrina, and the fluttering wings beat a fury as a flip of red hair is followed by blows from her quarterstaff? Hand axe?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, staff. It's a magic. It's like a magic staff.
Heck yeah, okay.
It's a arcane focused staff.
Got it. Boom. Quarterstaff? As the Llewellyn moves
Looks like a third staff.
As the Llewellyn moves in to pulverize the giantling, driving mana ammunition through his newfound friends. These mana launchers seem to dissolve in the giant's hands as they prepare to tangle mano a mano with the party. So I'm going to kick us over to the game board here.
How could you? They're gone. We can't take them after.
Heck, I know, right? I'm just using the mechanics. I know that's awful of me. So top of the order. I believe we would have started top of the order. So Odyssey, you're up. You just rounded the corner and you're running down to avoid the patch of spike growth in the center of this office building.
Oh,
a la
yeah.
The Meaning of Life.
Great. Excellent. Okay, so I'm sorry, I'm on a trackpad and it's giving me trouble. I am gonna run as far as I can close to the far window as I can get with my movement.
I will get you, so you'll run 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and you see that in through this window, you see that there's like a 5-foot gap between where the spike growth ends and where this window ends. So you could jump in through the close window if you wanted to. So that's your full 60 feet of movement. Do you want to do anything else? That's your action, your movement and your bonus action.
Let's see. Taking dash is a bonus action?
Taking dash is an action.
Oh, okay. That's what I thought. I'm sorry. Yeah, I will use my action to jump through that window. Can I do that?
I think you can use your
still be movement.
You can use your bonus action to use your face step. Your Aladrin face step, I think.
Yeah, that's a bonus action to do.
Okay, let's do it. I think I have. It's just like a misty step, I think, right? So it's 30 feet.
It's 50. Is it 30?
Yeah, 30.
It's 30.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Yeah. Do you want to go in through the window 30 feet forward?
Let's do it.
All right, let's see where you get 15, 20, 25, 30 right there.
Perfect.
Let me grab you. And so Odyssey, kind of hair beautifully ruffling in the wind, autumn leaves tumbling out as he steps forward, peers in the window, sees his new friend Celestrina standing over something, and for the first time surrounds himself in a quick torrent of leaves, kind of driving out briefly this curse that seems to hang heavily over him, and he reappears inside the building. Kendall, you just see a pile of leaves on the ground. Next up is
spits out a mouthful of leaves, and he's like, "It's okay, new friend. I'm coming for you. Don't you worry."
All right, Llewellyn.
Okay. We're gonna start off the way that we finished last time. I'm going to punch them.
Love that. That's the whole gimmick. So
Yeah.
Llewellyn is a pugilist, a sweet science pugilist. So
Some
we're gonna be
extra punch.
punching a lot.
Yeah.
The punchiest of the punchers.
All right. Let's see. I'm gonna roll for both. Oh wait, let me see. Let me look the setup real quick. Okay, I'm gonna roll for just both my bonus and my attack, just to speed up the punching.
Yeah.
Let's see, 14 plus 5, 19.
19 will hit.
Then the other one will be a 12.
12 will miss.
Okay. That'll be a d6. 6. 9 bludgeoning.
All right, cool.
And then I'm going to use actually, is that even worth it? No, not really. Oh wait.
It's not even worth it. All right, cool. So, this Gloomweaver that you've been standing up, that you just squared up to and punched in the face, as this sniper rifle disappears, let's take a look at his spells here. Nothing great. All right. So he's gonna kind of tap his foot twice, and he will spawn a oh my gosh, a warhammer in his right hand, and he'll kick a warhammer into his right hand, and he will equip a shield as his action, and so that will be the end of his turn. Kendall, you are up. If you are talking, we cannot hear you.
Sorry, I just realized I had to mute my thing because my cat was yelling at me. So, Kendall is still outside trying to figure out a way in. So he is going to move. I'm just going to pull up his thing real fast so I can, because I forget his movement. It's 30, right? Okay.
60 feet will get you through the window.
All right,
this close window.
In through the window.
And then you gotta go. Yep. And then you'll be right here.
There you go.
And so now you're peeking in. All right. And so this other Gloomweaver that is standing just under Celestrina. Oh, sorry. Anything as a bonus action?
Great question. Gonna save my bonus action.
Great. All right. So this Gloomweaver, this giantling is going to stand up, and they are going to try to we're gonna move away from Celestrina and attempt to flank Llewellyn, and then we'll make so if you want to take your shot, Celestrina, you may do so.
I will. Thank you. Oh. Let's see.
Oh, my gosh. Rolled 2 attacks with advantage, and one of them was 2 2s. What the heck?
Yeah.
What the heck?
It's a power of friendship, baby.
Yeah, we love to see it.
Okay. My roll is 7 for opportunity attack.
7 to hit.
I think so.
All right, so that will miss. So you see, as this giantling stands up from his prone position, brings up his mana rifle and sort of knocks away the quarterstaff, turning quickly, drives the butt of his mana rifle into the shoulder of Llewellyn. That kind of like shakes it off in a rather meaty way. But quickly Llewellyn roundabout knocks the second hit of the rifle butt away from him. Celestrina, your turn.
Okay. I'm just struggling with my resolution because I keep losing access to the. Foundry is very fun because when it like glitches out, it comes back, but then everything's just dark except for the like cursors. I can see where everyone's cursor is, and that's everything.
Love that.
Yeah. Okay. So I am going to, yeah, I think I'm just going to move up. So this one is, I guess the one that just left away from me is not nearly as hurt as the one that Raylan has been punching. Is that right?
The one that Raylan has kind of got stymied on his first fury of blows on the one to the north. But got himself into a more advantageous position.
Cool. Okay. So I am going to use my mark of shadows. This guy who just like ran away from me, not here for that. Well, honestly, I think that the flanking is probably more useful anyway. Well, yeah, whatever. I'm going to pull it towards me with my mark of shadows. So it's now marked. And so, shadows reach out and surround this guy and then pull them towards me. And then a bunch of butterflies start just kind of fluttering around them and making things annoying for them. Which will be my, which I finally get to do my last thing. So I'll tell the folks at home about gnawing mark, which is the call of the carrion. My gnawing mark is the call of the carrion king, 3rd level feature. Basically, my warden mark imposes a 1d4, like it's essentially a bane. So whenever they do an ability check or attack roll, they have to subtract a d4 as long as they're marked. And what the mark of shadows does, besides pull them 5 feet towards me, is it whenever they willingly move away from me, it is counted as difficult terrain.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, that's my bonus action. Now I'm going to use the Toll the Dead spell to attack the one that is next to Raylan, to make them make a wisdom saving throw.
All right. That'll be 18 on the die.
Okay, that's enough. Nothing happens. So that is my turn.
So as these diving forward, the 2 remaining members of the crew of the Foriolus run through the shattered glass, hoping to catch up to their new Eladrin friends, as one of their Eladrins buries 2 punches deep into the gut of the giantling in front of them, while the other reaching out with a shadowy hand of magic draws a creature nearer to her, and then the hand explodes into a number of butterflies, buffeting and slowing down this creature's movement. Top of the order, Odyssey.
Okay, let's see here. I am going to oh, come on, friend. I'm gonna run up here. And I am going to cast Hex on the one in front of what? Celestrina? Is that your name?
Yes.
Celestrina. And then I'm going to jinx him.
All right. See here. Wisdom save. That fails.
Excellent. So I'm going to use.
You have to make a separate save for Hex.
Hex
I
doesn't
don't think so. I
require
think it's
save,
automatic.
It
It just happens. Yeah. And then I'm going to use the ability that allows me to do damage on my jinxes. So he takes 7 damage plus. So 10 damage.
All right.
Plus
Cool.
the
So
decrease for Hex was the second one?
Yep.
Nice.
All right. So we are 10 damaged out there. Not 542 health. No.
Glad to know that.
Well, it's good to know that actually that
Yeah.
killed him, apparently. Next up is Llewellyn.
Oh boy, I'm gonna punch him.
And you see the
Punch him good.
You see the spike growth fade as his concentration on that spell is interrupted.
Nice. Yeah, I'm gonna. Actually, let me roll the 1 first because I think I am gonna do a thing but I need the first one to land. 16.
16's going to miss he drives away your blow with his shield.
Then I'm gonna then I'll do them separate because then we gotta make the first one land in order to do the thing. Yeah, that one's gonna miss too.
All right. And
Yeah.
so kind of as Odyssey runs forward, driving some curse magic, you see this Celestrina for the first time. You see this kind of swarm of misfortune, kind of this like uncanny glow shift across the floorboards and start to wallop this creature in the head. Kind of the butt of his rifle comes up and like whacks him a little bit, and a book falls on top of his head. And it just seems like this giantling couldn't get any less lucky if he tried. As this happens, it seems that some of the same unluck has rubbed off on Llewellyn as he lands 2 great punches directly into the shield of the giantling in front of him. As this goes on, the next up is the giant to the north of you. So he is going to swing out with that hammer. And that's at disadvantage. Or that's not at disadvantage, but it is just regular.
I have a quick question.
I have a poorly thought out answer.
So they're seeing what I can see, right?
Yep, they're seeing what you can see, what Llewellyn can see.
Okay, just you're aware that I can't see the giantlings at all?
Yep, that's why I'm adding Llewellyn to what they can see.
Oh, okay, got it. I was just concerned that they might not be able to see what was happening. Go on.
Yep, let me get that up here.
Really quick, while we're asking questions, because this might be a good time that might get edited out. You talked about like Scarlett's character, so I'm curious about the did you switch the Jinx to the new Jinx?
So it doesn't require concentration, yeah.
And also it gives them disadvantage on an attack.
Oh, does it? Oh,
You
I
get to-
totally missed that.
I think you pick either the first attack that it makes or like the first ability check of any ability that it makes that it gives a disadvantage on.
I totally missed that. Thank you.
It makes Jinx way better. The new Jinx is way stronger.
Yeah. I think the PDF that I have doesn't actually have.
There's like 3 PDFs in a string.
Oh, I see. Okay. That's what I see. Okay. Well, anyway, you guys can keep going, and I'll sit over here.
I'm just getting some extra things set up here. Just because it's giving. I'm trying to get Llewellyn's vision set up. For some reason, it wasn't working. There it is. Great. All right.
So while we're Which
Yeah, so I'll give the one that I attacked. I will
Close.
give. I did Jinx, so he'll have disadvantage on his next attack roll.
Great.
so that's the one that's the accursed 1v1.1. That's the separate PDF.
Yes.
Great.
It's no. It's the UAH.
Oh, the UAH is the most up to date version.
UAH is the most up to date version.
Cool.
All right. So next up is then this guy will swing out twice. Both times will miss. And then Kendall, you're up.
Okay.
Oh, but it's only as an action. Sorry.
Yes. Well, but you have quick jinx, which gives it
Oh,
to you
right.
as a bonus action.
That's why I have that.
And
Okay.
Flip Jinx.
15,
Yeah.
20,
Thanks, team.
25, 30. Kendall can sort of see something happening. Can see Celestrina and Odd. And doesn't feel like you can see enough of what's happening though. So at least not enough to be helpful. So he's going to go ahead and use the dash action. 5, 10, 15, 20. And this is some kind of furniture that he could hide behind, possibly.
You could make a strength check to like push the. It's kind of like a wall of broken bookcases, and so you could like try to push one back. I would give that to you as a bonus action.
Okay, I don't think that the strength check is going to work out for me, but I'm going to try it anyway. All right. I'm going to have to roll electronically this time just because of where I'm at in my life right now.
And the clicky clacky goes boom, and Kendall Vassalin rolls a 4. And so you look forward at the shelf and you get your hands on it and you just think, damn it, I wish that Karis was here. And you push and you push and you push. And it seems like a little bit more of Odd's bad luck magic goes off on you. And a book also falls and hits your head.
That's got to be it. It's just Oz bad luck magic. That's all it is.
Sorry.
It is. Then this person who is very unhappy at having been dragged away from home and hearth. Let me get over to this. Let's see here. What can he do? All right. He is going to use his 2nd level slot, and a beam of radiant energy is going to cover the 5-foot space in the kind of 5 feet of it's a 5 foot by 10, the 5 feet. So it'll cover Celestrina and Kendall. And at the beginning of their next turn, they will need to make a save, or they will be burned by it. And while he does that, he drops his rifle and dissolves it. Next up is Celestrina. You got to make your save for Moonbeam.
Yes.
So give me a d20 while I remember.
I definitely should have brought my dice to Australia, and it did not.
You're in Australia?
So.
All right, a con save.
I think I can just. It's a con save.
Yep.
So I think if I click at normal, okay. 18.
Right, 18. So you will save. So you're only going to take half damage. So let me get this rolled. Where the heck are my d10s? I had everything organized. I was sitting here smugly to myself like, I'm going to know where all my dice are.
Dice goblin life. You can't control the horde.
So it's 8 on the damage dice. You're going to take 4 radiant damage.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So now, where exactly is the moonbeam?
It is covering half of your space and half of Kendall's space. So it's kind of singeing your back and singeing Kendall's back.
Okay. Well, let's see. So I have the command spell, which might be fun.
Love that.
But there's not like, I'm trying to think like, okay, I guess I'm looking at the default ones. Would any of the default ones? No, I guess not. Okay, so let me think here. Let me think. What is the best word for? Okay, I would like to use the command spell on the one who is next to me.
Love it.
And I guess you can roll the save first to see if it even works.
It fails.
Okay, so my command, I wanted to use the command distract to break their concentration on Moonbeam.
We are of the same mind here. All right. And so he will give his back to you, so the next melee attack against him will be made at advantage, and the spell will fade as he starts to like eye Llewellyn.
Cool.
Anything as a bonus action?
I can only have one enemy marked per turn, or I mean at a time. So I think I'm vibing on my bonus action. I don't think setting up the sphere of shadows would do anything right now.
Okay.
Oh, interesting. I didn't. Well, anyways, yeah. I'm done.
All right, cool. So as Kendall runs forward, slamming his body full force into this bookcase, a book pinging off of his head, the southerly giant calls down a beam of radiant energy. Not content to deal with this, Celestrina eyes the giant and speaks, "Distract," into his mind, and he sort of stares off, focusing on Llewellyn, and lets the moonbeam fade. Odyssey, it's your turn.
Okay. Can I squeeze between him and these bookshelves up here?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So I'm gonna move up. Whoop.
Okay.
Here. So we're flanking him. And I am going to I'll start with my bonus action of jinxing him.
All right. It's a 10 on the die, 0 mod, so that's a 10.
Okay, great. So he will take 6 damage there. And then I will cast inflict wounds on him as well. And I have advantage. I guess I would have advantage either way because you said that. But we are flanking. So that's going to be 19.
19 hit?
To hit.
Yeah, that hits. Yep.
Okay, great. So let's see. That's going to be 2. So 22 plus hex damage. 26 damage total.
So Odyssey runs along the side here. A little bit more of this misfortune magic pooling around him as he pulls a bookcase down on the top of the head of this giantling. As the giantling wrestles it upwards, Odyssey grabs onto the leg of this creature and just sends a pulse of necrotic energy through its body, standing up and taking a position with his back to Llewellyn, doing a very Charlie's Angels type pose, or Obi-Wan and Anakin in Attack of the Clones, Anyways,
I'm also really imagining that my magic is playing really well with Celestrina's magic. So we've got a real like Sailor Moon situation with like shadows and moonlight and butterflies. It's just
butterflies and leaves and books and bookshelves.
it's real Lisa
Oh,
Frank up
this-
here, you know?
This
Yes.
time that this time that Foundry glitched out, instead of a black screen, it's white underneath all of
Oh.
you.
Yeah.
Love that
just
for
wanted
you.
everyone to know.
Keep it fresh. Gotta keep it fresh.
You gotta be fresh. Raylan, you're up.
All right. Everyone's been casting so much magic. I think I'm gonna cast Fist.
It's my favorite spell.
I love that that meme. It's like what is the barbarian? The barbarian always yells he only attacks with a frying pan and always yells he's casting iron.
He's casting iron. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's an 11. That's not gonna hit.
Oh
so
no.
I just need if the main hand would hit, I could do a thing, but it won't, which means I can't do the thing. Nope, that one's gonna miss too. It's the same roll on the die.
We are just not having luck today, Raylan.
Because I'm assuming I'm not flanking. Nope.
You are not flanking in this
Gave
case.
Yep.
So that as you land a punch, your first punch is knocked away by this hammer, and the second punch gets drilled into the shield.
They armed themselves, and it just like went downhill from there.
How
Interesting.
dare they?
Yeah.
Imagine using weapons and
The audacity.
You know?
Yeah.
Really
dare they?
preposterous. And so he will. He brings up his hands and he'll swing out. One attack will be a 15, or sorry, 17 to hit.
Yes.
Okay, cool. And so you will take D8 plus 3. That'll be 11 bludgeoning damage.
I'm going to I have an ability that I'm going to use about that.
Okay.
What is the name of it again? When we get my notes. I'm gonna use cross counter.
Okay. Tell the audience at home what that does.
So cross counter is one of my pugilist abilities. I could use 2 moxie points to reduce the incoming damage of a melee attack by 1d10 plus my pugilist level plus my strength modifier. And if I get to 0, I get to attack him.
Here's hoping. The dice have not been in your favor tonight.
Oh, that looks good. Actually, yeah, I think I'm making that. That was 11 damage.
Yep.
Oh, I made it.
All right.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay, so I've reduced because I got 15 in total, so I'm reducing it to 0, and then part of that reaction I can know you.
All right. Make another attack.
We'll go with this one, and then if I somehow roll a 6 again, I'm getting new dice.
I think it's important that you do.
Oh, that wasn't a 6, but it wasn't much better. That's going to be 13.
13 will miss.
Ah!
I am so sorry, Raylan. Next up is Kendall. Kind of shaking off the book damage. You see this sort of line of your friends and giantlings.
Yeah, okay, so, how bad off does the giantling at the very end by our lovely pugilist look?
It looks heavily armored and barely touched. Seems to be effectively thwarting your new friend's fists.
Don't love that. And the one that is between Odd and Celestrina?
Seems to be doing pretty badly as Odyssey just rotted half of his body away with a single spell. And a bookcase fell down on him.
Well, let's take care of the one that's a little further away then.
Okay.
So Kendall is going to sort of duck like out from behind Celestrina and point to him and go, "Hey!" And once he's got his attention, he's going to go, Stop being so strong.
Do worse.
Just stop that.
I like where this is going.
Okay.
And cast Ray of Enfeeblement.
All right. What am I
I'm going
doing?
to make a ranged spell attack.
All right.
Right. Ranged spell attack. Where do I click on my sheet for that?
It's in the spell casting
Okay.
spell book,
In
and
spell book.
then you click. You
You have to click the
hover
name of
over
the spell
yeah, or the icon.
or the icon.
I think is what's going to do it.
And then
Ah,
it pops up at the top.
token to attack. All right.
Oh yeah, you have to click the targeting on the and then click on the token and then click the spell.
Or you can just drag the spell to the thing you want to.
I just did that. That's what I
Yeah.
did. Yeah. I figured it out. Ah, it doesn't hit. Don't think so.
Those digital dice do not like you.
Do not
All
like
last
me.
season, they did not like you.
No, I need to find where my dice actually are. We've been doing a lot of reorganizing, and I don't know where my normal dice are right now.
All right. And so as Kendall looks at the sky, and this beam of like kind of putrid purple green energy starts to wrap itself around this giant, and the giant's shield knocks it away, and he sort of draws it into the hammer and starts to move forward like Luke did with the Emperor's lightning damage.
Very Star
Um,
Wars heavy episode.
It's a Star Wars heavy episode with all the jazz.
Yes, go on.
Excuse, this is a PG-13 network.
That's what
It's
it's
the
called.
official name. Yeah, we're
The
just
official
It
name
is
for George
being
Lucas.
correct.
So this is the music genre, not the baby batter. So this one to the south is not happy about anything right now.
I'm gonna hide back behind Celestrina.
What does he have left in his toolkit here? Yeah, cure wounds himself. Why not? Let's see what's going on. All right, that's 4 health. So he heals himself a little bit, and then uses his bonus action to call out a melee weapon, a rapier. Next up is Celestrina.
Okay. I am going to use the Toll the Dead spell again on the one that is further away from me.
Okay,
So make a wisdom save.
fails.
Takes 1d12.
Okay. Oh, you want me to roll it?
Can you roll that? Yeah,
Yep,
I
no
think.
problem. That's 7.
Okay, that's it. That's all that happens.
Cool beans. So Celestrina kind of claps, like brings out. What does Toll the Dead look like for your character?
Yeah. So I think that bell sound is still good for this character. So
Okay.
you know, a bell, a dolor. The sound of a dolorous bell fills the air around the target, and then maybe it's the sound of the dolorous bell, but also, you know, their vision just becomes all shadow for a second and then goes back to normal. But that's so scary that they take necrotic damage.
It's so scary. Their body is like, no, 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 and then they just die. Odyssey, you're up.
Yeah.
Okay. And the one in front of me, and the one closest to me is looking not stellar.
Oh yeah, no, he's having a rough time.
Okay.
This is what
Cool.
he would call probably a bad day.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go ahead and jinx him first. Just jinxing him all over the place.
That'll save. That's a nat 20.
Okay. Well, then
Oh wait, does Jinx give disadvantage on saving throws?
I get to
No.
choose, and I chose that he has
Attack rolls.
disadvantage on attack rolls. So yeah.
Okay.
I don't think you can even choose saves.
Unfortunately, I think the other option is
Ability checks.
disadvantage. Yeah, on ability checks. So yeah, no saves. Okay. Anyway, you know what?
Chicken butt.
I think.
Considering.
No, I'm just gonna stab him. I'm gonna stab him with a dagger.
Press
That's what I'm
F
gonna
to
do.
ponder. Do your thing.
Yep.
With advantage.
What is for physical attack? It's plus my
Flanking.
dex.
Yep.
Okay.
And proficiency bonus.
Yep. Okay, so 15 to hit.
That will miss. Yeah.
All
So
right.
your dagger kind of gets lodged in this chainmail armor around this guy after he kind of stares you down as you try to like drop another set of bookcases, and he just catches the book and he sets it down nicely on the floor and is like, no. And then as you start to bring up the other hand, he sort of knocks the dagger away.
I feel
Raylan,
like I'm in awe of his respect for the Dewey Decimal System.
He set it on the floor. Let's not.
I can't hurt a man. I can't hurt a man who would be so kind to books. It's just not in my nature.
I'm gonna punch.
We don't know their gender.
That's true.
I can't hurt a human or a humanoid creature.
Giantling.
Keep it up, Marley. Keep it up. What else?
Okay.
Have we got?
All right.
It's just piling on.
I thankfully at least crit on the first one.
Hey.
Woo!
So that means I'm also going to do 2 punches as a bonus action, not 1.
Yeah.
I finally got here.
Double punch.
If,
So we'll take
if
care of
this
the
one
next
dies, you can come attack this one.
You just punch through him into the next guy. That's
Yeah,
how the
we'll
double
take
punch
that.
works.
Well, you can move in between.
Around around
me.
Odyssey through Odyssey. Odyssey also dies. Scarlet
God.
rerolls. Scarlet
Triple
rerolls
punch.
another character. Will just be completely unrecognizable by the end of season 2.
That's so sad that I rolled minimum though, so it'll be 10 bludgeoning.
Oh no.
That's pretty great. So you catch this on your first hit that lands. You drop a hit across this guy's jaw.
All right,
And you hear a crack.
my second punch was a 2 on the die, so we know how that be.
Yeah, you should bury those dice under the graveyard.
This one's a new one.
Okay. You might
The
want
other
to
one's
never
doing
roll
good.
dice again. You might want to
Yeah.
consider a magic missile build.
Yeah. But then and then I got an 18, so I did hit. We've made
18
it.
will hit. Yeah.
Woo!
Yeah, maybe I should consider
One problem at a
magic missile
time.
build.
First we hit the guy, then we hit the guy good.
Yeah.
Baby steps.
And then I'm gonna roll minimum again. So that'll be 4 bludgeoning.
And just absolutely that the magic from Odyssey, Llewellyn doesn't know it yet, but he's absolutely being damned by this unluck magic, this big pool of unluck magic behind him. This guy this giant holding his cracked jaw will disengage from Llewellyn and start to run upstairs. 2, 3, 4
In the burning building.
5, 6. Yep. The win condition might not be survival. Next up is
Just
Kendall.
Sometimes you just run. Sometimes you don't think about where you're running. You just run. You ever done that? I've done that.
Yes.
It's okay. Give him a minute. I got bad news for him.
All right. Well, don't even see him on the screen anymore. He is.
Yeah,
out of
he's
view.
kind of behind. He ran away from behind some bookcases, and he's now obscured for you.
Yeah, that sucks. Okay. Well, this guy looks like he's gonna fall over. So let's chill touch his ass.
Yeah.
Damn.
Kendall is
Chill.
going to-
Such as that.
Chill.
Kendall's not gonna do anything actually. Kendall's just gonna reach forward and then think better of it because nothing's happening right now.
You have advantage.
I do. Okay,
Yes.
that's good because that was a garbage roll. Hey, we got there.
There it is.
Hoppa. We went
All right.
from famine to feast. Kendall's gonna reach forward and summon his normal, everyday skeletal hand out of the black sand swirling at this man's feet. Or this person's feet. And they will take 8 necrotic.
All
Can't
right.
regain hit points until the start of my next turn, and the hand is hanging on.
Nice.
So wait, it was 8. You rolled max.
Yep, it was a 21 to hit, which I assume hits,
Oh yeah.
and then max damage.
So
Which, For the audience, just so you know, when I rolled the first one, thank God I had advantage. When I rolled the first one, that was a 7, and it automatically rolled damage, just whether or not I hit, because that's what the computer does. And it was a 1 for damage. So thank you for advantage.
So, this is the second time that Kendall has done this, kind of in a memory of the end of Suprunx the Sludge Raiser. Kendall reaches out his hand once more, and Gradual itself, the world, opens up, and this skeletal hand just drags this giant underneath its soil, kind of through the flooring, and there's just sort of this pile of dirt where this creature once was. You hear some screaming as it goes down, but otherwise it is silent. But Kendall, you notice a small amount of obsidian sand that usually just dissipates after that spell is cast. Seems to kind of be sitting in a pool, just like a small amount of it, a couple grains.
Weird.
Celstrina, you're up.
All right. Quickly, I got hurt by the moonbeam, so I rolled a concentration save, which is a Constitution save, right?
Yes.
Oh, I was supposed to roll a save. I did not roll a save for that.
It didn't come around to you.
Oh, okay.
What? Yeah, because I stopped it. I used my command spell to stop it from hurting you.
You're right. You're right. Thank you.
What's the DC for a concentration save?
10.
Okay, cool. So I'm still pitiful.
Love that for you.
Thank you. I am going to, and this one's gone. Perfect. I am going to run after the other giantling and use my Mark of Shadows to pull it towards me.
Okay, cool. So you can run to like here or here.
I will go as little I need to do to get within 15 feet so that I can pull it, or well, I guess I'll go within 10 feet so that I can pull it 5 feet towards me, and then it will be further from the stairs.
You can make it within 15. Okay,
sorry,
you can make it within 10. So what do I need to do? I need to throw something.
I'm pulling it 5 feet towards me.
Just works. Okay.
There's no save. It's just my Mark of Shadows.
Okay.
And now there's butterflies getting in their business.
All right.
And also moving away from me is difficult terrain.
Okay.
And also I am going to I think that I unfortunately scared it off earlier with my spell, but I think I'm going to do it again anyways and Toll the Dead, the wisdom save.
That'll fail.
Okay, so 1d12 necrotic damage as it once again hears the boom of a bell and sees shadow only.
Oh my gosh, I rolled a 1.
1. Okay, well it's 1 damage.
So like a little bit of blood trickles down its ear. Next up is as this creature gets drawn into the earth, Celstrina steps right over it through the middle of this small pile of obsidian sand and runs past her allies, kind of stepping out of the way, reaching out with a tendril of shadow, drawing this creature back, and then slamming the shadow magic into the ground, causing a loud noise to fill the space around this creature, and it dissipates into the night, kind of not having had the full effect that we wanted. Llewellyn, you're up.
All right. I'm going to... Let's see if I can move my token. Yeah, look at me go. 1,
Woo!
5, 10, 15. Let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Oh, I apparently bumped into a wall.
Yeah.
Is there a wall? Oh, is there a wall right? Oh, I see the corner. I see what's happening here. I was trying to get around for flanking. There we go.
So you
Perfect.
could
Thank
get
you.
there. That's not
Yeah.
flanking, but
Oh,
it's
because I'm
close.
one off. Yeah, yeah. All right, that's fine. I'm going to punch him.
All right.
Keeping it. I know it's very it's very riveting. I really have to think about my course of action.
It's a lot.
I
A
am-
lot to think about.
I missed the one, but I crit the other one.
All right.
I forgot I crit on him last turn, didn't I? I have advantage on
Yes.
him because of Crusher.
There you go.
So I'll
Nice.
see if I actually do hit the other one. I don't. I rolled a 3 again.
No. Cursed dice.
The statistical anomaly is occurring right now. It's
Like,
fine.
how long can Raylan roll beneath a 10? Stay tuned. We might have discovered
It's-
a probability
yeah.
wormhole in
Yeah.
New Jersey.
I roll 3s or 19s, and there's no in between right now.
No,
Nothing.
it is New
And I rolled
Jersey though,
minimum
because
on
I
the die
rolled a
again.
1 and then I rolled max damage, so it is New Jersey.
I'm not gonna say that we knew it, but we knew it. We knew
But
it was
we
New
always
Jersey
knew.
the whole time, you know.
That's gonna be
All right.
10 bludgeoning.
10 bludgeoning. All right, cool. So Llewellyn rounding the corner, as this shadowy tendril wraps itself around this creature, drives another blow into the back of this creature's head, and another loud crack is heard throughout this hall. Smoke still pouring from the second floor.
For movement, that spot to above me, is that a square I can be in?
Yes.
I'm going to use my one ability. Oh, that's actually the other part of Crusher. If I hit, I can move 5 feet. So
Okay.
I'm going to
so
slide
where do you want to
up
move
one.
it? No, you move the creature 5 feet.
Oh, I moved the creature 5 feet. We'll go over to the right one.
Okay, there?
Yep.
All right, cool. You do that. Next up is the creature. Seeing itself surrounded. It's not very happy. What would it do here? You know what? I'm gonna have it go for maximum pain here. And with maximum pain, what do you get? This creature starts to move its hands in a rapid sensation, pulls out a small hand sculpted from clay, crushes it, and in front of and just between the creature and Llewellyn, a small or a 5-foot hand made of earth rests between them as he casts Maximilian's Earthen Grasp. And then as a bonus action, they're just going to maybe they'll book it. Like their odds better outside. Jump through the window, try to run away. No, as a bonus action, they're just gonna kind of hunker down and get ready for what's gonna come here.
Accept their fate.
Choose a 5-foot square, but above target must make a strength, and it reaches for one creature within 5 feet of it. So it's gonna reach for Llewellyn. Make a strength saving throw.
All right.
You probably have proficiency in those, right?
Yes. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Give me some of that. My inability to do basic math strikes again. Oh, that's gonna be 22.
All right, so yeah, you will save.
Strikes us all.
So that will be a. Let me just roll two little math cubes. So that'll be 3 damage as this hand kind of tries to grab you and just kind of ends up whacking you on the side. Kendall, you're up.
I'm Kendall, and I'm up. That's me.
Hi up.
I think it might be that
Hi Molly.
Hi up, your
it might be
Kendall.
that half damage.
Everyone is
It
left.
might be that half damage on a successful
5,
save is only for if it's already grabbed.
15, 20, 25, 30.
It seems like the initial grab does not have half damage on a successful. I mean, you can do that too. I think makes sense. It seems like the crush is the half damage on the.
Oh, you're right. So you take no damage. So you make your movement, Kendall?
Yeah. How badly off do my friends who are close to this person look?
Not great, Bob.
Not great, Bob?
Yeah, I'm at like I'm at like 12 out of 31-ish bad.
I'm 10 off at the minute.
Okay. Then try and decide how I want to do this. Is this a wall, or is this just how the floor looks?
That's how the floor looks. The walls are the bookshelves.
Okay.
What's obstructing you is the bookshelves.
So gonna dash so that I'm in a slightly better position for seeing things. And then use Healing Word as a bonus action on Celestrina. Okay. But first let me dash. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. There. Just so I can see things a little bit better. Not actually in the way of the stairs, because Kendall wouldn't put himself in that kind of danger. Going to Healing Word at 2nd level on Celestrina. And that is take 8 points of healing.
Wow.
Kendall is going to reach out and go, "You won't fall today. Not today. There shall not be any falling."
Well, thanks.
And Celestrina, it's your turn.
Okay. I think that so did you crit them again this turn?
Yes.
So then from Crusher, all attacks against them have advantage until the start of your next turn from anybody.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow, Crusher was way better than I thought it was.
Although it doesn't apply to you. It's until
Awesome.
the start of your next turn, not until the end of your next turn. But well, anyway, I'm gonna just attack.
Interesting. Nice.
With my staff. Let's see.
Crusher is S tier.
Yeah.
You don't get the extra melee damage, but still.
Okay.
The Shatu crit more is nice.
I think that my attack roll with advantage is 14.
So that will miss.
Okay. Now I'm going to set up Sphere of Shadows. So they cannot leave the sphere unless they use the disengage action.
All right. Cool beans. So Celestrina brings down her. What's up?
I might just move just a little so that flanking is easier for Raylan.
Do the thing. Remember that there is a 5-foot earthen claw between Raylan and you as well.
Oh yeah. So okay, I'm assuming that the square above them is not something Raylan can go to?
Yes, they can.
Okay, they can go. Then I'll just stay where I am.
Yep. Okay, cool. All right. Next up, top of the order is Odyssey. So Odyssey, think about what you're going to do. I'm going to narrate real quick. So as this giant kind of tumbles forward, and you see him crush this earthen paw and sort of mumble a prayer, and what you will hear what you will hear in this last second, for those of you that speak Giant, which I believe is just Kendall at this point, is you will hear may the visions give me strength to buy him time. And it is Odyssey's turn.
Can Kendall?
Wait, he
say
said
something
what?
back
Say it
in
again.
Giant?
Sorry.
May the visions give me strength to buy him time.
Oh.
Can
Okay.
Kendall say something back in Giant?
Yes.
Who are you buying time for?
And then he'll say, the fires don't set themselves. And he seems to like
Then yes,
he pulls something on his arm, kind of like maybe like a berserker would, as they're going into kind of like a blood rage, and like seems to be, I'm not going to describe what it is, but seems to be going into like a final frenzy here.
Okay. Well, let's see. I'm gonna go. So you said
You could squeeze up there. Yep.
this is an occupiable space.
Yep. You're squeezing, which is fine. But yeah, you just as double
Also-
movement to.
You already have advantage because of Crusher until Llewellyn's next turn. So
Oh, sweet. Okay.
So you don't have to flank.
Sorry. Being blocked by a wall and I cannot get around it. Okay, so let's see. 15 here and then do it that way.
Yep.
10 here. All right.
Yep.
So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna jinx him.
12.
I don't actually. I think the DC is 12. Hold on.
8 plus proficiency plus wisdom.
Yeah, the DC is 12. It's just my spell save DC, right?
Yeah.
So no, that's okay. All right, I am going to inflict wounds.
Oh, okay. Ending it.
That's what we're doing. And I have advantage, correct?
Yes.
Okay, that's gonna be a 22 to hit.
That'll hit.
All right, great.
Inflict some wounds.
I'm going to inflict those damn wounds.
If viewers of the Concord Illuminati, if this show has taught you nothing, take inflict wounds.
Yeah,
Just take
do
it. Don't
Let's do
overthink it. Don't take guiding bolt. Inflict some wounds.
Don't take guiding bolt.
Oh.
Take inflict wounds.
We did well, fam. We did well. Okay, 18, 19, 20, 22, 23, 24 damage.
And so they'll say, by the vision's might. This is in Giant. By the vision's might. This is not the end. And sort of like in this smiling, creepy way, as he's kind of turned to ash by this flurry of necrotic damage and these butterflies kind of tearing at his skin, he seems to fall apart into a pile of ash.
It's like, I couldn't understand him, but he seemed really at peace.
Yeah, I didn't catch any of that either.
He
But
seemed like he was really okay with this.
he sounded
I
proud
felt
of
that.
himself a little bit.
Mhm.
Yeah,
I think so too. Yep.
Okay, Odd, if that's what you want to believe. I could understand him.
As things were going on, so as that last round of combat was going on, you would have heard a huge smash and then a very loud, very deep scream of kind of like very deep pain. And then Kendall, you'll hear is my eyes in Giant. That's all you can make out. And there's other kind of noise in Giant, but you can't hear it.
From what direction is that?
Up the stairs and further. Like the crash was like at the front end of the building, but upstairs.
Uh-oh.
So quickly, Odd's character sheet's spellcasting ability in the spellbook section is set to intelligence. That's why it says 12. Odd has 18 wisdom, so your spell save DC is 14.
Thank you. I was
Oh, yeah.
wondering. I was like, that seems so low. Okay,
Yeah,
thanks.
that ain't it. Yeah, make sure that that's set that way. I fixed it for you.
Thank you.
So that's what you hear. What would you like to do?
Whose turn is it now?
We are out of combat.
Oh, Kendall
guess
would like
we
to run
can.
up the stairs.
Kendall's gonna climb up the stairs.
He's
Okay,
gonna, as soon as
I'm
he
gonna-
hears that giantish, especially after the giantling said that they were buying somebody time, Kendall's running up the stairs.
Okay, cool. So
Well, that sounds concerning.
all
I'll,
right.
like take a book off a shelf on
And
my
as
way
he runs
up.
up the stairs, Kendall's going to yell back to his
Light
compatriots. He
reading.
knows that they don't understand giantish. Is going to yell back. They said they were buying someone time, and there's giants upstairs.
Maybe I'll
Odd
grab
is
another one. I take
already-
a second book and then I go.
As soon as Kendall started running, Odd was running after him.
Yeah.
Okay, so you all arrive into this smaller room. There's a window that is unsmashed out on this side. In front of you, you're looking into a room where there's like a decent amount of smoke coming in, kind of coming in towards you. And you see, Kendall, as you start to round the corner, a big pile of detritus, kind of like trash and garbage, and you see smoke coming up out of it.
Kendall's going to
This
in giant.
this trash looks very much like it was placed there. It was
In-
created.
In giant, Kendall's going to yell, "How much more time do you need?"
Make a deception check.
Oh, good thing I have a +1 to that.
Hey, that's a lot more than your strength is.
18.
All right. And then you'll hear back in giant. You'll hear, they trapped one of the desks. I'm blind. I can't see.
Okay, I can try to get to you. They're holding them off for now.
And then he'll say, "Don't forget the wire."
Okay.
Yeah, don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
So Kendall is going to try to.
We
Okay.
just lost
Yeah.
30% of our team real quick there. All right.
I don't see a Molly anymore.
Yeah.
Oh, that was on me.
I see everything still.
Yeah.
There's a Molly.
It's like, woohoo, no rules.
Oh,
No.
the
Okay.
DM is dead.
Did you hear everything I said or no?
About
I-
the wire?
about
Yeah.
the wire, and then Kendall said, "Okay," because he didn't know how to respond to that. Oh, sorry,
Because-
he didn't know how to
yeah.
respond to that. Whereabouts is he hearing this voice come?
So the last thing that you heard is, come quickly, but don't forget the wire.
Okay.
And so there's this sort of smoldering pile of detritus in front of you,
Where?
Kendall, and you see kind of seems to be mounted around kind of a central point, and the window is broken, and there's a bit of a fire burning towards one of the windows, and towards the south, towards the window, but the most of the pile hasn't caught.
So
Is there?
up until this
Should I
moment?
just let Kendall do stuff, or are we also coming back?
Yeah, are we in? We're out of initiative, right?
Yeah,
up
yeah.
until
No,
this
I
moment-
just everybody following because Kendall's the only one who's moved himself.
Oh.
I have two questions.
Oh yeah. Oh, I have to. Mine's black now. Okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna refresh, but in the meantime, I want to go. I feel like
Okay.
Can
maybe
y'all hear me?
there's something important
Yeah.
Yes,
burning
I
under
can
there.
hear you as well.
Okay. Okay.
Sorry, Adora. I hear you now. What's up?
I feel like there's maybe something. Oh yeah. I guess I should go into character, huh?
I have two questions before we're in character. First question, where is the voice coming from? Just general direction?
Other side of the garbage, kind of through a couple walls, through a wall or two.
Okay. Second question, just in case, Isabel missed it, because Kendall wouldn't have probably missed it. Was a wire ever seen or mentioned? Okay. So this is the first we're hearing about it. Just wanted to make sure.
Adora.
What are wires used for? Oh yeah. Does it? Okay. So the fire.
Oh, and
There's
Kendall is
a-
going to relate all that to you guys who can't speak giant.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Is this a pile of like flammable trash?
Yeah, it's like broken desks, barrels, crates, papers.
So and there's like a fire on the side.
Yep, towards the right as you're looking at the trash.
Okay. So I mean, are there any windows up here?
Yep.
Okay. So I think that I want to go over and just kind of start digging to try to get anything that's burning out the window.
So you would have to kind of like the fire is burning like up against where the windowsill is. Like you would be in the fire to kind of to do that.
Okay.
If you
Well, at
can
the
do
very
something
least-
like from a distance, then you to like smash the window open and then do something from a distance to push stuff out.
I can't push stuff. I can only pull stuff. I can throw an axe at the window. I'm pretty good at that.
Okay.
And that might be good. Were there people out there
No.
that could help
Before
us?
we just like start
They'll
going
be
like
fine.
We can, like,
first.
put out fire equipment with us into the burning building to put out the fire.
You
Okay.
give us a lot of credit.
No, we did not.
Well,
we did
maybe I
not
can
think of
use.
that.
Well,
We just
maybe I can
ran
use.
into a burning building like very smart individuals.
I have the solution, and it is levers.
Go
'Cause
on.
there's plenty of
Okay,
trash to
I'm intrigued.
Yeah, so okay. If this is the only place the fire is coming from, maybe we should take a second to prevent the building from burning down. And then I'm gonna throw an axe at the window to break it open.
All right, and so the window smashes, and like a plume of smoke starts to go out of it, and the fire starts to burn a little bit hotter as it's getting oxygen fed to it, fresh.
Mhm,
Great.
mhm.
But at least we can breathe now.
50 feet.
So I'm gonna go over
50 feet.
near the fire and like try to move things away so that they do not burn and isolate it.
So you're gonna try to draw a fire line like California firefighters.
Yes, but
All
well,
right.
just making enough room to take some trash, like a barrel or something. Maybe the metal parts of a barrel that is not hot,
Okay.
and like start pushing things out, just one at a time. Just like taking like a lever and just launching it out the window.
Okay. So you're sitting there. So
Flaming
you're
garbage
looking,
bombs.
You're looking at this and you're thinking like, if I do this, I will be here for 10 minutes doing this. Like this is not
Okay,
something
well-
that's gonna go quickly.
Well, I mean, if someone wants to come help me, maybe things will be better.
How the second story?
If anyone
How
else
high
has
up is it?
is good at
You're about 20 feet up.
I'll come and help. I'll come help.
So theoretically, if you went around to the other side of the building outside, the side that the giant supposedly would be on would have windows.
Yes.
If I can see, I can Misty Step.
Yes,
What if you just go around and Misty Step in through the window?
that would be a play.
I know. So I feel like they're gonna be sitting here being like fire brigade. And I'm like, I'm no fire expert, but I have an idea.
Hey,
And
I'm
gonna start
back.
Shredding down the stairs.
All right, and so Llewellyn,
I missed that, unfortunately.
after seeing Odyssey and Celstrina start to like push burning garbage out a window, Llewellyn just starts running downstairs.
I have no fire expert, but I have an idea, and just starts shredding down.
Okay,
the stairs.
bye.
Make a let's see.
Does Misty Step have an ability associated with it? An ability step?
So I don't think
No.
so.
Okay.
So, as you're sort of digging along, Odyssey, whatever you're digging with snags on something.
Okay, like
a
it's
wire,
gonna
mayhaps?
break, or like something interesting.
Something interesting.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna be digging along and just like, oh, what is this?
And so, like you feel your the whatever you're using, like a makeshift shovel that you've made out of half of a barrel, or perhaps an old lantern, that it's kind of gotten tangled around a thin metal wire, and you hear the hiss of gunpowder being lit.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Real fast. Is
I'm
only
gonna
I able to hear this?
No, everyone is now able to hear the sound of gunpowder being lit.
Prestidigitation,
Would
snuff it out.
All right, and you sort of you hear this hiss, and you run up into this pile of garbage, and you see this very short fuse in this moment, and you run forward, and you just go, okay, and this small little pile of sand just goes bloop, and puts out this fuse, and you look down, and you see this basically full-sized cannon sitting on the other side of this big pile of garbage, and it seems to be pointed directly into the pile.
I'm gonna can I just yell in Giantish? I got it.
Okay, you do that. So what you would have seen. So what you would have for some reason it's not. Oh, okay, yeah. That's why.
I'm gonna turn to Odd and go.
So yeah, so you have cleared out some of the garbage, and you see this cannon here, and there's two desks on either side, and there seems to be kind of bookshelves made into a barricade. But otherwise,
is there someone on the other side of the cannon, or was this like a booby trap situation?
This was like a booby trap situation.
Okay. Whew. Thanks, Kendall. Good thinking.
So, and then you see on the other side of these bookcases, you see a door behind this kind of barricaded bookcases.
Okay, so this cannon is
and you
large
hear
and
another
heavy.
crash from the front of the building.
Let me know where
This
I'm
cannon
at.
is large and heavy.
This cannon is big. Yep.
Great. Okay, so
go ahead.
There's still the window, the only window, there's only one window up here, right? Or like one window next to the fire?
Right.
How far is the cannon from that window?
20 feet, but there's a lot of it's sitting at ground level, and the garbage heap probably goes up about the ceilings in here about 20 feet high. These are like old school tin roof buildings, right? Or sorry, like tin ceiling buildings, thinking like old school government offices. So like the cannon is pointing, like it seems to have been pointed at the trash. And as you're spending more time looking at it, you see it's got like some like oil dripping out of the front of it. It seems to be set up as like an incendiary blast to like set the whole thing on fire.
Okay, so I'm going to all right. I have an idea. Please try to keep me alive. I am going to run over to the fire and I'm going to just pull the cannon. So we're 20 feet up.
So yeah,
we're on the second
peak
story,
of
we're
it.
10 feet
It's
up?
like a peak of about it's like 15 feet of trash, and then down the other side, right? And then this
What I'm
cannon
really
is
asking
pointing.
is, like, how far down would I fall if I fall out the window? Is there a place? Can I go out the window and like move to the side and hold on to the ledge?
You'd
I
be
can
falling
climb. I
30
have
feet.
athletics. 30 feet.
Yep, because
That's
you'd be
not
up.
great.
You'd be up on the garbage and then falling out the window. You can move the desks, like the desks that are in either side that are sandwiching the cannon are movable. Like you would be able to like grab them and slide them.
The cannon appears to have wheels. Can we not simply move the cannon with its wheels? So, can we not move it back and maybe to the side?
I was going to use the cannon to shove the rest of the fire out the window.
The cannon has
And
flour
stop
oil
building.
on it, though.
Yeah, it's gonna.
It's inside.
No, it's not fine. That will blow us up.
No, I said it's inside.
That's worse. That's how that's worse, right?
Are we talking in character?
Yes.
So well, I'm going to get into character then. I think that we should maybe stop the building from. Maybe I'll just. Okay, I think we should stop the building from burning. Now I think this is a pretty large and heavy object. If I can pull it towards this stuff and get it all just to fall out, that should work,
but you
right?
see, the item is coated in an incredibly combustible material.
Okay,
Yeah,
so it is not.
have to
It's not
do
that this
it.
is like set up to blow oil onto stuff. It is just covered in oil.
I think at
Yes.
this point, the way it was described, the
Okay,
oil
well, I
was
would not do
used-
any of that then.
So what I think is the cannon appears to have wheels. Why not we push it back and perhaps to the side and try to get to wherever this guy is yelling from. And
Or
try to be as quiet as we can about it so that it only sounds like one giant is coming for him, since I've been speaking in giant to him.
Why
counterpoint,
don't you
we
go and
use
do
the
that?
cannon.
What's that? Celestrina?
Are there any?
Calestrina?
That's not what I was going to say, truly.
All right. Maybe using the cannon could be good if we can put something in it that won't blow up the room, like a cannonball or maybe a big piece of garbage. Do we think if we set off the cannon with, instead of oil, stuff, then it won't cause fire?
I don't think we should do that because
I'm
right now
asking Molly, but like I can ask in character
Um,
instead if you want.
You're looking at it and it seems to be pretty covered in this stuff, so it will be like a cleanup operation.
Okay.
And how long do I think that would be faster than the current strategy of just shoveling stuff out the window?
If you're trying to stop the fire, is the goal.
Uh-oh.
We lost Adora.
Oh heck,
Because I don't think Adora
heck.
will hold that open that long.
I
no.
happened to go down the stairs to go around to go through a window.
Meanwhile,
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait for Adora to come back before we do anything else.
Yeah. It's so hilarious because it's just like, wow, there's a lot of oil. And he's just like, I'm the fire expert, but that sounds bad.
I didn't hear your answer to my question because I have my internet. Sorry about that.
You're absolutely fine. So if the goal is to get the burning trash out of the building, I honestly, I forgot your question. I'm sorry. My brain, circus music started playing in my brain.
Oh no.
If we, so we could, I guess, would it be faster to just keep shoveling, or would it be faster to try to clean up the cannon enough to fill it full of trash and then shoot it at the other trash?
It would be about the same.
Okay, then I'm gonna just go back to shoveling. I don't know shit about these giants. I want to
That's
stop
fair.
the building from burning.
That's fair. That is Celestrina's motivation. So
You
Celestrina
can
keeps
try- you-
shoveling.
Convince me if you want, but there's that. This is the administrative building full of records. Yeah.
All right. Odyssey, what are you up to?
So there's a barricade.
Yeah, there's just some
Past the
bookshelves
cannon?
that seem to be arranged in kind of a circle beyond the cannons.
Okay. Kendall,
Yes.
it's the only person that I really know in this situation. What do you think what do you think is the best situation here? I think we gotta stop those giants, man. We gotta go get those
I think
giants.
we got to stop the giants. We're going to
We
do
gotta
more
go-
damage if we don't stop
We
them.
gotta go get those giants.
Whenever they're left unchecked, they do so much damage. We have to stop them. And right now, they think that they are in the advantage. They think that they're their allies. So
Well, and if they have any more stations set up like this, we gotta stop them from going off because that's gonna get out of hand really fast in this
but we
building.
were given a warning about the wire. And
What?
the wire was the wire to the cannon.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I think that at this point we should be okay because he didn't warn me about anything but the fire. I think what we need to do is we need to get past these bookshelves and into that door, and I think we need to stop whoever it is from doing whatever they're doing because
You
those
hear
giant
another crash, and you hear in giant, wait, where are my torches? Torches!
whatever they're doing is important because two giantlings just laid down their lives to buy him time.
And so by now, Llewellyn, you've jumped out the side window and you vamped yourself up into the second floor window here.
Okay, but I'm just saying this Kool-Aid man analogy is really coming back. I know there was like a color discrepancy.
So you're here and you see against the door where they would have been, you see a small pile of garbage that you think no problem for me to move it out of the way.
Okay, then yeah, I'll absolutely start doing that.
All right, so you all hear rumbling at the other side of the door.
With a little whistling tune.
And as you would also have heard kind of some screaming in giant, and now that he's here, now that there's whistling going on, the kind of the moving around is stopped, and there's sort of like it seems things seem to have gone quiet in the front of the building. Kitten.
I'm going to yell out in giant. Is that you? Are you whistling?
And then he's just gonna stop.
And then you don't hear anything back.
And then I'm going to yell, by the visions, what is going on?
I'm moving stuff.
And then, so big himbo energy clears the entryway for you. The door is now unobstructed. Sorry, so Odyssey, I want to come back to you.
So by the visions was in giant, by the way.
So the way in front of us is clear.
You've heard like you hear the door kind of like rattling as though it were free. But you still have to like walk over and open it.
Sure. But this is like where everything was barricaded past the cannon over here.
Right, and so you could just like pull stuff out of the way if you needed to.
All right, let's do it. Odd's gonna start clambering over stuff, making his way downtown.
Walking
Does-
fast,
walk?
faces pass, and you're all right.
You're giant bound. Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Murmur.
And so you should be able to open the door and make your way through into the next room. Are you just going to leave Celestrina there shoveling fire out into the other room?
I'm gonna shout back before we go, I think, and be like, We have bigger fish to fry right now, Celestrina. Come on!
Oh,
And then I'm
fried
just gonna
fish sounds
run.
great right now.
Well, Celestrina, what do you do? Are you staying there? You're muted?
Okay, 2 questions. 1, how far into the process am I? Like, am I halfway done?
You're maybe a quarter of the way done. It's been
Me
like
too.
2 or 3 minutes.
So if we made a fire line, like, do we think that the like building burning down is maybe further delayed than before?
You definitely bought yourself some time.
Okay, I'll go with them.
Okay, so you make your way past the barricade and you push your way through, and you see us kind of a beautiful ornate golden doors. These are kind of common for Llewellyn and Celestrina to see in their come up in the Mithril Isles here in Atuna'o. This is like a very fancy government bureaucrat office store. And it seems to be locked.
Oh, I got this. I've done this at least twice before. I'm going to. I have thieves' tools.
Oh, that was
That wasn't what I was expecting.
What'd you just?
Yes, absolutely. That's what I expected.
I like to imagine that you walk up to it like you're gonna do that, and then you like
Yeah.
reach into your pocket and pull out some very delicate little like.
Yep. I dig into my pockets, and then my knuckles, my brass knuckles are gone and replaced with little like toothpicks, basically, in my fingers. Yeah.
Yes.
That's so good. Yeah, I'm gonna try to lockpick the door. That's what is it, like Dex and then your proficiency, or is it just your
Yep.
proficiency?
Dex proficiency.
All right, that's what I thought. Cool. 16.
All right, and so you get the door. You get the door to kind of you feel the pin drop. Where is Please position yourselves as you would like to be when this door opens.
What I like to hear. And then put them away, replace them with the knuckles again.
Okay. Oh, I see. We had the same thought. Let me put myself on the other.
All right. Okay, so as this door swings open, the only person to see this creature is Celestrina, this massive giant that seems to have bloodshot eyes, has stumbled into a corner of the room. You see an abandoned torch on one side beside a crushed desk. And well-appointed purple velvet chairs sit on either side of 2 very officious-looking desks, and you see some destroyed documents ripped apart all across a couple of the desk that remains. And we will roll for initiative.
No, not the research.
Doing great, Kendall.
Yeah, it's a 3.
Odyssey, what do you got?
A 20. Which I don't want either.
Raylan, what do you got?
I got a 6.
Oh no.
Thrilled to bits right now.
Celestrina, what do you got? Oh, all right, you rolled. All right, so
14.
Top of
no.
the order is Celestrina. Or top of the
Great.
order is Odyssey. Go ahead.
I'm actually. Can I just put myself permanently behind Celestrina in the order? Can I take a?
In delay.
Yeah.
Sure. Why not?
Or I don't know. I
don't know. Maybe that.
That's delaying. Yeah, that's what you would do.
Yeah. Okay. I want to do that, please, because odds. Gonna wait a sec.
All right.
I don't know if it's
so
still
now
a thing from last
Celestrina.
season. Great.
It's not technically a thing, but whatever.
Oh,
Okay.
I'm sorry. I thought it
No,
was.
I don't care. It really doesn't matter.
Delaney?
Celestrina, you're up, and you
Delaney
see
returns
this.
a thing.
It is?
It was-
Okay, I didn't know. All right, learning. Look at me learning. So Celstrina, you see this creature with a giant drill made out of mana, pure mana. His eyes are filled with this dark red blood. And he seems to be kind of like and you see the drill glowing brightly with a radiant magic. It's your turn.
Okay. I am going to use Mark of Shadows and pull them toward me.
Okay. So you're gonna move close enough to get that off?
It's actually 30 feet range.
Okay. So you pull them
They just
towards
only
you.
move 5 feet,
All right.
even if
you do
I'm
that.
further. And then I will. So they have giant drill. Oh, the drill. Oh no, not the drill.
Dear GM, I'm metagaming.
So I
Drop a
will.
cannon.
I don't remember if you can make a. Well, I guess it's larger than me, so that's dumb. All right, I'm just gonna run up to it, and I'm gonna cast Pitifulness on myself.
Bold move.
All right, you run up and you are pitiful, and the attack of the readied action will go off.
Okay, yeah.
The at disadvantage.
I will
because
impose disadvantage with
Well,
Pitifulness.
they're blind. You can tell like their eyes are completely filled with blood. They can't see, and they're sort
So
of.
they
like,
already
looking
have
around.
disadvantage, is what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay.
So even the disadvantage.
And you roll a 1d4 and subtract it. Because of my butterflies getting in the way.
Okay, so that is with disadvantage. That's a 12 on the die, and then let's see what the to hit is. Up. I think proficiency is 4, strength is 4 plus 8, so 23 minus 3, 20 hit.
20 hits my AC of 20.
Yep. All right. So that will be doesn't get spin up because he's not
It's
there.
23? I thought you said it was plus 8.
Yeah. It is 20. Me to beat it. And then the drill.
I'm just saying that you said it was 12 plus 8.
12 plus 8 is 20. Yeah.
Minus 3.
Nope. It was 15 minus 3 plus 8.
Oh, got it. Yeah, okay. My bad.
So then the first drill goes off. That's 2. And then the hit is 6. So that'll be 8. 8 piercing damage.
Okay, I'll make a.
And then 2d6 radiant damage as branding smite goes off, and then you take another 5 radiant damage, and you can't be invisible until the end of your next turn. Oh no, Odyssey, you're up. Or sorry, go ahead.
So how much damage was that total?
Oh crap.
It was 11. Was it 13? 8 plus 5?
Yeah.
Or was it 6 plus 5?
13. 11 sounds right.
Okay, and I'll roll 2 Constitution saves for concentration. Okay, I'm done.
All right, cool. Great.
Okay, I am gonna move on in here. Oh, he's closer than I thought he was gonna be.
Pitiful.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, maybe I'll move over here. It'll be slightly behind this. Can I get like half cover from this little table, little desk?
You could.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna use my bonus action to move my. It's been less than an hour, right? Since we were downstairs.
Yes.
Okay. So I'm gonna use my bonus action to move my hex, to that guy, and then I'm gonna shoot him with a crossbow. What I'm gonna do. That is 14 to hit.
That will miss.
Okay. That is my turn.
Actually, attacks against a blinded creature at advantage.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay, great.
Oh, nice.
Oh, and I rolled a nat 20. Fantastic.
Hey.
I mean, it's a crossbow, so let's not. Okay.
Listen,
Oh,
I was rewatching episode 7 recently of the original series, and you did some damage with your crossbow.
Yeah. And I get to double my hex damage as well. Is that correct? My hex dice?
Yes, so it's no, you're gonna roll D8 plus D6 and then add 14 and your dex modifier.
D8 plus D6.
Light crossbow, or is that a hand crossbow?
I think it's a hand crossbow, which is D4. Or I've just been rolling way
Hand crossbow.
under damage.
Hand crossbow is the D6.
Oh,
And
a
then
dagger
hex
D4.
is the D6.
Is the D6. So I just roll 2D6 and then double it, right?
2D6. Nope. 2D6
No.
plus 12 plus dex.
Oh, okay. Let's see. So that's gonna be plus.
Just give me the
dex.
dice.
That's gonna be 23.
23 total. All right, cool. This blinded creature,
Pretty good.
this giant creature, stumbling around in its blindedness. It takes an absolutely brutal lashing from the crossbow bolt as it buries itself in its chest, and this creature howls in pain, letting one hand off the drill to rip the crossbow bolt out of itself. As it does so, you see it reaches and it grabs the holy symbol around its neck, and it casts Spirit Guardians.
Oh.
And you see this aura of void magic start to surround and spin around all of you. As necrotic energy floods the space. And I don't think that there is any initial save, but I think it's when you start. Not spurt guardians.
Those spurt guardians.
This guy's given Oath of the Crown, and I'm not here for it.
It's
Too much
another sculpture. What the heck did I do? Where is this spell? Is it spirit? It's Spirit Guardians, right? I'm not crazy.
Yes,
Yeah,
yeah,
Spirit
I have
Guardians.
it's a 15-foot radius that we're all half speed, and if we start our turn there or enter it for the first time on a
Okay,
turn,
cool.
then we take 3d8 necrotic damage. I'm assuming they're evil, but if not, that's okay. They're fiendish spirits that will deal 3d8 necrotic damage to anyone who starts their turn here. So
spooky.
yeah, if you want to heal Celestina, that might be smart.
Oh, perfect. I love that radius.
She is at
Great
9.
radius.
She's at 9 health.
Yep.
So
All
is
right,
Street
cool.
And within the radius. So if you can heal, if anyone can heal her, that would probably be smart. Or else she'll fall over.
So Celestina runs forward, reaching out with a tendril of dark energy, ripping this creature towards herself, and then casting, drawing this aura of pitifulness as butterflies sort of fly and her eyes sort of twinkle and sad, and she gets very sad anime girl eyes. As this happens, the giant reaches to its chest and grabs the jade and amethyst axe around its neck, and an aura of necrotic energy burns into existence all around you. As Odyssey drives a few crossbow bolts into his chest. Next up is Llewellyn. Make your wisdom saving throw.
Oh, wow. You know, I play a lot of characters with Spirit Guardians. I didn't realize it's that big of a range. That's some beefy stuff.
It's a 15-foot radius. Yeah.
Wow, that
powerful
is so
spell.
bad. I was just gonna sit here and throw books at him, but I guess it doesn't matter now.
Well, you still can.
And it's even bigger because he is
So big.
He's a big boy.
A serious biggin. 15.
A 15 will beat it.
Ooh.
Let me check here.
A spicy meatball.
I
Hey,
I rolled a
intellect is
die, and that's the number, and that's the
19.
number I get. I don't get to add anything. So let's see. We're
So what was the
wizzy it.
total?
15.
You fail the throw.
Ah!
Oh.
Hey,
Do I
3d8.
look like I have a high wisdom? Just out of curiosity.
Yes. When I look at Llewellyn, I say, now they is a wise guy.
Yeah.
It's 21 damage.
I've been called a wise guy before, but how much?
21 damage.
You rolled pretty good.
Yes, I did.
Spicy meatball.
So
I'm
yeah,
now
I think
at
that
4.
if you
All
if you
right.
wanted to move away
You're still up
and then
though,
throw
Laura?
books, I think that would still be a good plan because the more concentration saves we can get before my turn starts, the better.
15, 20. Well, we're just gonna go right there.
And
Because
attacks are
I'd
made
rather,
at advantage against it.
yeah, I'd rather punch than chuck a book.
Oh, well, you're pretty good at chucking books. You know, you can still use strength for thrown weapons and
That's
Yeah,
true.
improvise. You
not-
get to use your pugilist die.
On the hierarchy of Llewellyn's skills, though, I feel like punching is really number one.
Yeah.
Sure.
let me see something.
Yeah,
All right,
pugilists. You can
take your
the
shot.
Improvised weapons are.
Let's see. I'm out of all of that, so that's so
Okay.
not happening.
I should check.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let's see. That first one's going to be a total of 14.
Will miss.
You'll never guess what I didn't roll above a 10. I did crit the second time though.
Great.
We love to see it.
Mm-hmm.
All right. That's going to be. Let's see. Oh God, please. Basic mental math is so not my thing. And then so that'll be 14 bludgeoning.
All right, cool. So that's a 12. All right, Spirit Guardians drops.
Yay! I'm saying.
Fails his concentration check. So running in. So after being severely burned by this necrotic damage, and sort of feeling the strength wither away from Llewellyn's left hand, Llewellyn runs forward, kind of trying to shake the necrotic energy off of his left hand, and cocks a fist back and uppercuts this giant in it. And it seems to shatter as the jaw cracks. So too does the concentration on the spell. That was 14 damage.
Yep.
Alrighty.
There we go. That
Yay.
didn't seem very fair.
All right, Kendall. You see this aura of necrotic damage raise around you and fall back down. You are up. What do you want to do?
Both of us are pretty hurt, me and Llewellyn. So consider. Maybe I should say more things in character.
If you're talking, Kendall, you are not hearable.
Oh yeah, you're selected. As
Sorry,
mute
I
right
keep
now.
having to mute because my cat keeps screaming at me.
I don't think you need to mute
Cat
for
life.
that.
Yeah, such is cat life.
I just don't want her interrupting y'all. But so Kendall's gonna walk up, take a look around, see who looks worst off. I'm guessing it's Celestrina, but
I think we're
I'm
pretty
at 9
close.
and he's
I'm
at
at
4.
Oh,
cool.
Blood is dripping out of a highly necrotized rune for Llewellyn, and you see like a kind of drill shaped hole in the armor of Celestrina. But the still somehow the necrotized arm is drawing your attention more as you're doing a needs assessment.
Okay. The necrotized arm, that's on which one? Sorry?
Llewellyn.
Llewellyn. Okay. Going to cast going to go over to Llewellyn. 15, 20, 25. Cast Give Life on Llewellyn.
All right, cool. How many hit die will you expend?
I'm pretty sure it can only be one at a time.
I think you can go up to your
I
proficiency
think
bonus.
that's true. Oh,
Yeah.
oh.
Per rules as written, it says spend and roll one of your hit dice.
All right. Look at me eat crow.
It's all right. I've been having difficulty finding the thing about delay action, so you might also be right on that one, and I might be wrong on this one. So
It was a thing in 4th ed, so I think it might just be, I don't know if it's a thing in 5th ed yet, or
Yeah,
if
something that
it was
was-
ever a thing in 5th. You can do the
was
ready
once
action.
a thing. Yeah.
I
Okay,
think
so-
it's the readied action was to replace that.
Mm.
But
Hmm.
anyways, give life.
Before
So
they had
what's
both,
the?
I'm trying
So-
to figure out how to roll a D8 on Foundry, y'all.
I can just roll a d8 for you.
Okay, it's a D8 plus 3.
That'll be 6.
So take 6 healing, and then I'm going to use the rest of my movement to step back a tick, and I'm going to, as a bonus action, cast Healing Word at a 2nd level on Celestrina.
All right,
Yay.
great.
Take 10.
Good job, Kendall.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Anything else?
I did mean it when I said you're not rolling today.
Wow.
Anything else?
That's it.
You're useful to have around.
Thank you.
So now we are at top of the order. Celestrina. See, look, once I have more than 20 minutes with the name, I can get it. I can get it. It's just when I get it 10 minutes. It's just the 10-minute, 20-minute mark is when I get iffy with the name.
All right. I could.
Sorry.
Yeah, I guess that's get iffy with it. I see what you did there.
Mm.
Get iffy with it.
Yeah. I wonder what they're probably seeing. All right, I'm gonna step back and throw an axe at this guy.
All right. So as you step back, you know you will take an attack of opportunity.
Oh, so are they next to me right now, or do they have reach?
They're next to you right now. You're within
Okay.
5 feet of them.
On my screen, they're not next to me. That's why I was confused. Anyway, that's fine. I don't care about that. They can attack me if they want to.
Okay.
They just have have disadvantage, and they have a D4, and I have 20 AC. I'm fine.
Nat 1 didn't roll to critical fail, so you've burned a reaction from him.
Cool. Yep. I'll step back and throw axe.
All right. Ask me a question.
So that axe.
I almost made
Had-
that joke, and then I was like, no, don't do that.
I'm happy to take the low hanging
Here.
fruit.
Should have just done it.
Low hanging
Okay.
fruit also has juice.
It's my favorite.
I got a 23 to
You
hit,
hit.
and normal 7 damage, 7 slashing damage.
All right, cool. Did you target them with it? No. Okay.
No,
Great.
no.
Okay.
Well, this guy already can't see us,
Yes.
so there's no reason to obscure his vision of.
Yes.
I am done.
You could gild a lily, I guess. Odyssey, it's your turn.
All right. I am going to jinx him. Gonna jinx him. Oh wait, how far am I right now? Is he in jinxing range? Yeah,
Oh,
he
yeah.
is for sure.
He
For
will
sure.
save.
All right, you big stinky meanie head guy.
It's the nicest thing anyone's other than the guy bit, that's almost the nicest thing anyone's ever called me while I'm DMing.
This
I was
this
speaking
giant's
to the
already got
giant.
disadvantage anyway, so
Oh, he does?
well, because he's
Good
blinded.
news.
No.
Oh.
Yeah, you're attacking with advantage.
Oh, good. Okay, well, I'm gonna crossbow him again. Oh, good thing because I rolled a 1, so that's good. All right, so 18 to hit.
That will hit. AC 17.
Great. Excellent. And that's going to be 9 damage, including the hex damage.
All right, this creature seems to be on his last legs. So as this creature kind of tried to burn you all with necrotic energy and swing the battle in its favor, its Hail Mary was brought to an end by the fist of Llewellyn. As this happens, Kendall runs forward, driving driving necromantic energies into his allies and revitalizing them as sand starts to kind of fall in puddles every time that his magic seems to come up. Stepping back, Celestrina draws a hand axe from her belt, dropping her quarter axe, and knocks away the drill as it comes towards her. And on the upswing, she reverse throws the hand axe, and the hand axe buries itself in the chest of this creature. Following that, Odyssey will attempt to fling one of the broken desk fragments at the creature, and it will step out of the way. However, the crossbow bolt, it doesn't go as well for him, as he takes another good grip of damage as the hex sizzles around the bolt buried in the creature's flesh. The creature, on its turn, is going to you see this kind of like long, shaggy white hair, and these bluish white, pale eyes, as he stands there with the drill, kind of his arms his strength failing, but his arms still very like muscular and just like in his final throws here, and he will say, in a deep, low, grumbling tone, "It is too late for here, and it will be too late for Hadmoors. The Birmoyo stand no chance." And he will drive the drill at what he thinks is still Celestrina, but is actually Llewellyn.
So hold on, sorry, Molly. The what will stand no chance?
The Birmoyo, Birmolio, and this is being said in Giant, which I'm sure they'll translate after. Birmoyo is the word for the races that aren't reborn in the world.
Perfect. Thank you.
So like humans, dragonborn, blah 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 blah.
Okay. Will stand no chance.
So that's an 18 hit. Llewellyn.
Uh-huh.
All right, cool.
With disadvantage and a minus D4.
I didn't roll the minus D4. That'll be a 15.
Meter beat.
So it beats it.
Yep.
Okay. So
I have a 15, yeah.
That'll be a second spin point. Let's see what goodies I get with my second spin point.
Ooh.
Oh, it gains a +2 bonus to the attack roll. Okay, so
excuse me, give me a minute.
It would have been a 17.
While I just like I'm just taking it.
All right. A D8
Spit
and
out
a D6.
several of your teeth.
Yeah.
That'll be 8 piercing damage as this drill kind of comes down and buries itself into one. It kind of it cleaves across one of your arms and almost snaps one of your arms, but you're able to get it out of the way just in time. And you take a big bloody
3 HP.
swipe
Wow,
here.
you're still up though. That's great.
Uh-huh.
Llewellyn, you're
crushing
up.
it.
Speaking of crushing it,
Llewellyn, time to bring the end.
Fight. Absolutely. All right, first attack. You'll never believe it.
You rolled below a 10.
Yeah. So
wow.
that's just not gonna hit. So let's try that again.
Let's try to take them
and
alive.
This is with advantage?
Yes.
We could get some very useful information from them later.
I rolled above a 10.
Okay.
18.
That hits.
I feel like Celestrina said like I'll take them alive, and all you hear is like the eep, like post bomb explosion is all he hears right now. Yeah.
Major hearing damage.
Like
And I
man just stabbed me with the drill.
Makes sense.
7 bludgeoning.
Yep. So you will kill this thing. I will give you a chance to bring it back. You have 12 seconds to do so.
Does anyone have prestidigitation?
What?
I mean,
Spare the dying.
spare the dying. My brain just
Prestidigitation can do that?
completely. Nope. I was thinking.
Dweller.
I was thinking about something. My brain just
11.
pooped itself.
I will roll medicine.
Okay.
Oh, wait, no, spare the dying. Spare the dying.
All right. So you feel this pool of sand congeals around this creature. And then it seems to bring it. You feel the kind of the pull of the wheel seems to slow against it, and the spirit seems to be contained within the vessel. And so you believe you yourself to have successfully stabilized them.
Great. Shovel time.
All right, and so Celestrina will head back out and start clearing out the fire, serving her country and her city very well. What else would you like to do? So this guy will be unconscious for a period of time unless further first aid is administered. You think he will need at least 2 hours of rest before he's able to come conscious again?
Okay. That's a amount of time.
So you see Odyssey, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say. I mean, Fall Red sent us in here originally.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. So I would like to go and rest somewhere for a spell, perhaps.
I need a nap.
Mm-hmm.
I think I will try to find Paul Red so we can have this person arrested.
Properly detained.
Yes.
Are y'all gonna help me prevent the building from burning?
Oh yeah, that's a good point. Yes.
Then
I'm gonna sit
we
down.
can get help now to help this out because I don't know how I will help you. I am not strong. I don't have any way to summon any water. I'm going to go get help.
That
Are
whole
you done?
prestidigitation spell.
Spell spots left to bless.
Prestidigitation only snuffs out small fires.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
fair.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Do you
So
have
it's
any
like a
spell spots
candle
left?
or a very small campfire? That's what it can do.
I cannot bless.
Can you-
I've used all my spell slots.
Can Kendall bless us in our
I'll bless
shoveling?
all of you, but may Kendred keep you and bless you. Go.
And you
Yeah,
feel
like,
strangely
sit in the purple
sandy
chair.
for some reason.
You're
As
on
you're
demand
shoveling
everywhere
things.
now, like you went to the beach.
Yeah.
Thanks, I guess.
But for some reason the sand is helping.
Sand puts fire out.
Chafing.
Maybe that's what we do. We shovel all the sand on the ground onto the fire.
Smother it.
It's an interesting take. So as you will take, you'll take those of you that work on the fire, you'll take probably about 10 minutes, but you're able to get everything out into the bushes down below, where
Oh.
people are able to get salt water onto it from the bay.
Kendall's rushing over to find Falred and his guys.
And so you'll come across Falred and Norakel will be chatting, and you'll hear Norakel kind of buzzing along in that very Aerith accent that you're so familiar with Aelon. And Falred will come over and say, "Oh, hello, handsome. Thank you so much for your help."
Thank you, Falred. We have the culprit knocked out if you'd like to detain him.
Absolutely. Thank you very much for the gift. That's very kind of you. You're always so generous.
Thoughtful, that's me.
And also the last thing that you would have seen. Okay, so as you had cast Spare the Dying, and sort of you'd kind of dragged him to a space. The sand that had kind of contained the vessel, contained a spirit into the vessel, formed a rune that you're familiar with.
Okay.
It is like a call to worship. that you would be very familiar with from back home. It would be kind of something that would be like, "Hey, brother, it's time to go to church." But it seems to have kind of like
That's
came.
what the people in
yeah,
your village
it-
sounded like,
it's-
right?
It's kindred. It's oh, Kendall, we must go to the temple now. This is what we must be doing. Yes.
I like the option 1 better.
The
I like
option
version 1.
So
Is there a temple anywhere on Itanoo?
there's the temple of the two. That's where you spent the year-long rest before the assault.
Kindred. Nothing specifically for Kindred.
It is for both sides of the wheel,
Oh, okay,
Kindred
okay,
and the
right,
other
okay.
one. Yep.
So I think that Kendall will probably want to let Odd know where he's going, but urgently wants to go to church.
Great. So the rest of you you'll finish clearing it out probably after 5 or 10 minutes. And come down, you help the fire brigade, whatever it is.
I'm making that purple chair red.
Making it red?
Yeah, by sitting in it. Oh,
Oh, you're just gonna like enjoy the luxuries of being in a nice office while you're bleeding?
Bleeding
this-
everywhere.
This is
Wow,
this,
this
is
is a
so
nice velvety chair. I've never sat in a chair like this before. Oh man, my shirt's ruined.
I did once call this show the Concord Illuminati in Class Warfare, and here we go, Raylan, bringing the energy. Adora, what's up?
Adora, I will.
Or sorry,
Celestina will.
Celestrina.
No, you can. This is a normal
You
thing
like
to say.
look like this, like, oh, I don't see an Adora here, only Celestrina.
Yeah, I'm not trying to be obtuse. Celestina is gonna go find a medic and rest,
Okay.
unless there's anything else that's important that's happening that needs doing.
So you will see like the port is kind of busy. Like people are getting to start cleaning up the ships and trying to figure out like, all right, what was broken, what's been stolen, like inventory starts. You might make your way up to one of the medic houses at the Hollow Jahan, where Mariel and their clerics would take care of this type of stuff. Jahan, of course, the elven god of metallurgy and forge work and all that stuff. Great description. Basically, Matthew Mercer here. Come on now. Oh my god. Odyssey, anything that you're getting up to or seeking out?
Let's see. Eventually I would like to be able to question the giant. Do we all want to do that together? You guys want to come with when we try to do that? Will Falred let us do that?
Falred NorCal will let you do that, sure.
Yeah, we're buds at this point. I would like to do that if anyone wants to come with me at that point. And then also just I want to have a little nappy nap.
All right, so you will gain the benefits
Do
of
I
a short
know
rest.
Falred?
Yeah,
You
you would know
know
Falred, like from your time. Like Falred is just sort of like, gosh, I hate saying it. Falred is known around the city. He is.
We all know where you're going.
He's a charming, charismatic person. People know him. He's always quick to pick up a tab. The city of Theurgic is big, but it's not that big. You know,
I believe the
who he
description
is.
I was given was a Van Wilder type.
I'm not gonna make decisions for your character in that way, but yes,
That's
Van
what you
Wilder.
told me, Molly. When you first described Falred, that's what you told me.
It's true. He's a very handsome, younger-looking Eladrin man.
Yeah.
So anyways, as a lesbian, I can't relate. Sorry, go ahead.
If y'all are gonna go tell her that that's happening, then I will definitely go along. Is that what you do?
Well, you'll be
Okay.
included. Odd's a friendly guy.
In that case, it seems like you have a better idea of what's going on with these giants than I do. Any chance you could catch me up?
Yeah, we'll give you the whole rundown. You know, we
Thanks.
got stranded on this island, and then there was this dragon there, and she had a bunch of eggs, or they had a bunch of eggs, that we have to rescue, but the eggs are gone now. And then we made friends with these little goblin men, but then we left the goblin men behind. And then we saw a lot of really cool wildlife, and there were some sharks and stuff. And then we came to this island, and it was my favorite holiday. And we learned a lot of stuff about friendship. And I met a really, really cute guy. And he had really beautiful hair and magical, dreamy eyes. And we shared beautiful, magical starlit night together. And then we fought another dragon. Well, we didn't fight her. We just we found them on a ship. And then some of our other friends are here too, but they weren't here right now. This is Kendall. We didn't really introduce ourselves properly. I'm Odd. And but then
I can tell.
then we met you guys.
I think this made this worse, not better.
And
I
that's
am-
pretty much
I got
what's
more
going
confused.
on.
I am 100% clipping that and just going to say, like, if you want to know what season 1 of the Concord was, this is it. No, you don't need to
Nailed
watch
it.
all 45 hours of content.
Nailed
Boom.
it, I think. Right, Kendall? Is that pretty much what happened, right?
Hey, Molly.
That's pretty much what happened. Do you mind if I add a little bit?
Yeah, I mean, if you think, I thought I did. It was pretty thorough.
Well, I think you
That
did a
could be
wonderful
nice.
job. There's just a couple of details from my perspective, you know. So we were shipwrecked and our captain went missing. We were working with the other houses in Molly. Help me, I'm blanking. Where did we come from?
So
Bloodworth?
you're talking about
Silver
the
The Ethereal Isles?
Thank you. That's what I
Oh.
wanted to say. I just had high elves in my head repeating on loop. Like, yeah. So we were working for the Ethereal Isles, and we were on patrol. Our shipwrecked. Our captain went missing. Turned out he was a traitorous B-word. And he was helping these giants to enchant a dragon somehow, steal her eggs. Apparently, they had another dragon. We just found them recently who was raised by the giants, does not know any other life but slavery. So that's kind of messed up. Also, the giants during your holiday were posing.
We learned there's a bunch of dragons. I forgot. That's a good point.
Also, the giants during your holiday, we followed them here. And they were posing as security, helpful people, but in reality, they were trying to steal all your mithril. So
Yes, we heard about that part.
So that's basically what's happened to us so far. We had 2 friends who were with us on the shipwreck, but I think they're handling other things right now. I know one of them has family here. Another one reconnoitered with their particular house from the Ethereal Isles, and they're strategizing. So right now we came to help. We saw that there was an issue. It was with the giants we've been tracking down. That's why we were very, very pointedly trying to detain them and not let them get away any further. They have summoned monstrosities in front of us, and it's been quite horrifying, honestly. But yeah, that's what
Understandable.
we're dealing with.
Understandable.
Mhm.
Thanks for the information.
And then I'll also just we don't have to go through all this, but I'll fill you guys in on like Hirja and all the other, just like all the information we have in a little more detail. So you guys are up to
Todd
speed.
pulls out a notebook.
Yeah, my more detailed notes.
And so you will all make your way up and get healing at the Temple of Jahan. Let me transition. I'm still, for some reason, producing, GMing, and all this crap is a lot of stuff.
You're
So I appreciate y'all's
killing it,
patience with me as
girl.
I'm learning
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
Absolutely
Um,
incredible.
Thank you for
No
doing
need
it while
to
I'm in
apologize.
Australia.
Yeah.
So I really appreciate you doing it while you're here. My goodness. So
Yeah,
go ahead.
Kendall would want to go to the Temple of Two, not the Temple of Jahan.
Right. And so I'm just trying to get the rest of the party there.
Right. That's just, he would split from them to go to the Temple of the Two if they're all going to Jahan.
Great. So Mariel, the head of the temple, Falred, Norcal, and Aelin will all come and meet with Odyssey once they see him come into the temple. Kind of in to chat with them during the short rest. And if y'all are with them, they'll include you at the table. And so Norcal will turn to you and say, well, thank you very much for, again, another bit of assistance that you've provided our new allies here in the Mithril Elves. They've agreed to support us as we fight back against whatever the giants are planning. From what we understand, they're moving to attack Admurs, the city to the north, the Birmoya city. But our navy should be there in time to attack. I'm just not sure if it will be enough to prevent the city from being destroyed. Estepena, the city, kind of strange folk. You ever seen the shark people? Sahaugen.
Shark people?
Shark people.
Hold on.
Oh,
Wait.
cool.
Stop. Hold on.
Unfortunately, Odyssey, I hate to tell you that what was there no longer is. Within a matter of 4 days, they had completely razed the city.
Odd just starts crying. Like you see like a look of just like his eyes get really big and excited, and then you tell him that and he just breaks down.
And Elin will come over and say, Audrey, there's nothing we could do, Audrey. I'm so sorry, Audrey. And Norkel will come back, and I will try to keep Norkel and Elin distinct here. And he'll say, to the north, I believe that you had a tangle with some mergoblins in the past. There's a settlement in mergoblins to the north, in an island just a few days sailing north of where we are here. Have I not mentioned it's to the north?
What direction?
About that part.
They've been saying that they've been attacked by a winged lizard, much like the one that you saw, but they haven't said anything about a collar, but there is a 4-armed rider on its back that comes to attack them.
Oh,
It's one of the pygmy dragons.
Yeah, did they talk about the size of the beast?
The pygmy dragon!
You got her. You really got her, John.
The Blair White of dragons! Okay. I'm so sorry. Odyssey, go ahead.
It's okay. My cat is trying to get in my dice box as he has been trying to do all night, and it's really
If I fits,
it's very cute, but also like really, really not conducive to me playing this game. All right, so there's a Mergoblin settlement. What direction is it?
North. I believe I said it about 45 times.
Okay, got it. Did they say what size the dragon was?
They said it wasn't as big as how Aelin describes this Nilamananji that you've been talking about.
So maybe
whose rock you got in your pocket.
The bebes. Okay.
Did they happen to say where this was? Location-wise, direction.
I feel like if I told you one more time, it would just fall out your other ear as it has done the first 5 times.
Okay.
He looks like he's doing this on purpose.
And Norcal is definitely just randomly being very aggressive back to you. This is like culturally weird.
So she's just rolling her eyes at Llewellyn's nonsense.
What direction is Ardmos? Is it also to the north? I know that.
Unmors
Okay,
is
just making sure. Real
Unmors
question.
is northeast,
Okay, but we could like
No,
get to
north.
Ardmors.
northwest.
We could take a pit stop at the Mergoblin Island if we were on our
Yep.
way there. Okay.
And so the other thing that he'll add in there is that he'll say, well, we know that the ships that attacked Estepena are on their way to join the forces at Admors, but they can't have deployed from so far south as Tir Argid or Tir Beaumont. They had to have come from somewhere in the waters up here. They came basically out of nowhere. You might
We
want
have
to.
some experience with magically appearing islands.
I'm not so sure about a magically appearing island, but perhaps one that's fallen out of memory and therefore off of charts. But I know that we know where the mergoblins are, the Kolinth they're called. They're friendly to us. Make sure that they do a little bit better in under your care than the way that Karis left the last group of them. And they're allies, they're friends. Just take care of them, help them figure out what's going on. But from where this winged lizard is attacking, it's either staying on the island where the mergoblins are, and it's barely a spit of sand, or there's something within spitting distance of where these folks are living, and we need to figure out where that is. Maybe this might have a. If there's a dragon there, I bet there's one of these, like Shrivnar was, one of these emissaries. And maybe there's something to chase down there.
Interesting. Well, thank you for letting us know. I think we'll probably wrap up here and be on our way promptly.
And then, so the question becomes, kind of for the party is, what ship are you going to take? Because they're going to take the giant ship. You have your dragon elven giant ship hybrid that you made. Or are you going to try to get another one?
I don't really. So is that the one we were transported that the dragon was on?
No, so when we were at the last island that we shipwrecked on, our friends, the dragony friends, they like worked together with us to like make like a makeshift boat to get us from there to here.
Right,
so
but it was
like
it's
cobbled
shoddy.
together.
Right. Probably not seaworthy.
Oh no, it was seaworthy. Is just
Yeah.
It was a variety of different architectures.
Uh-huh.
I think we'll probably want the other one then, like one that looks less cobbled together.
Okay, so you'd want to get one of the, and Mariel will say, absolutely, we can provide this for you. We can provide a ship for you. And Celestrina and Llewellyn, are you planning? Oh, so Mariel is not NorCal. Are you planning on joining these folks on their journey?
What exactly is the goal and destination of your journey?
The goal is to save the baby dragons.
I see. And you
This
think
is
that
odd.
you'll be
This
able
is strictly odd speaking to. Like Kendall, if you want to interject that the goal is like to save the weave or whatever you can. That's Odd's
There
goal.
is something happening that the giants are doing. It is affecting Zaviv, the source of all of our magic. And just recently, we were told that those who do not participate in the cycle were doomed by what they are doing. And while I don't minister really to humans or dragonborn or any of those that do not participate in the cycle, I do not believe they deserve to be wiped off of the face of our world because someone wants power.
and you need more help.
And Aelin will chime in and say, I don't know about you, but I like a little variety in my life, if you know what I'm saying. That's why I hang out with Oddball and Kendall necrotizing me here. You know, if the giants have their way, there will only be one way.
They enslave dragons who are sentient beings and basically try to treat them like cattle. They want to destroy those that do not come back through the cycle. And whatever they're doing is causing the weave to, how do I put this? Have holes in it.
That does sound concerning. And you're saying that you need help?
I think we will. I don't think this is something that Odd and I can do alone.
It's just the
I mean,
two
we're
of you
awesome.
otherwise?
Elin, I don't think will be coming with us.
I've been assigned to go to the Isle of Nulamananji to show the people around there.
Yeah.
I don't know where Karis is. I think she's off with, I don't know, family.
Karis had a lot of family issues that needed to be worked out.
That's what I understand.
Well, if there are disruptions in the weave, I don't think I can very well stand by given my situation.
Butterflies flutter around Celestina's head.
There have been moments where we have lost connection to the weave entirely due to the things that these giants are doing. They
So, will you want to come on a boat ride with us?
we would welcome both of you.
Well, what do you think, Llewellyn?
I ain't no magic man, but it's getting a little stale around here, and I'm sure the guard's getting tired of me. So I'll let the guild know. I don't see no harm in going and broadening my horizons a little bit.
Plus, I forgot-
Fallred nods at the guard is tired of you. Fallred is like,
Ooh.
yes.
All
I
right,
can't help
then.
it that I'm liked more.
Yes, no, it's definitely either the mines or getting on that boat for you.
Well, if I'm more able to tolerate you than the rest of the guard, I may as well go along.
Celestrina gives me such big mommy energy.
Good.
All right, so as you kind of and
We still do need to interrogate the guy eventually.
okay, so Kendall, as the third night of Nocio Rahegua comes to a close, the planar equinox, and the Fae have all but packed their bags. You see Cut Swift and his green medical tent go into step it back through a rift, and the squirrels skittering around and the fairies making their way through the city.
What a great guy. Hope that guy comes back.
Kuth, I will always be here in your heart.
Oh, what a sweetheart, man. And he makes such good pickled green beans. You guys try
does.
these?
And you just smell something horrible.
Pass
As
you
if
around.
something went horribly wrong in this pickling process. So as you take time to meditate on the symbol that you were brought to in this call to worship that you were issued, you will eventually slip into the kind of the dark in between, the swirling mists.
Right.
What do you do?
Kendall opens, I guess, his spiritual eyes in those swirling mists and starts looking for things that were familiar from last time. The wheel, starts listening for the voices, is looking for why he was called.
Great.
He's not calling out so much as looking for what called, who called.
And so after a time, you start to disconnect. You go into your trance, and you start to lose track of time, where your body begins, where it ends, as you feel this kind of rolling wave of smoke and sand pour over your skin. After a good amount of time, you can sense that you're in the garden. once again, the kind of garden made out of this obsidian sand that is completely inscrutable, and you're as quick as shapes are formed, they seem to dissipate. And you hear the emptiness grows stronger more quickly than our faith can stem its tide. The giants harvested thousands of souls in just a few days in Estepena. The most powerful cleric of Kexla could not budge the wards the void placed around Theurgic.
Okay.
The elven seers know their odds at breaking this siege will require a huge swing in the battle.
Okay.
The big emerald worm is the swing that you need, but they can barely see it.
How can I show it to them?
As you are now, you cannot.
What? As I am now? What does that mean? Do I need to change? Is there something I need to learn, do?
The books, the faith, the belief needs to be replaced with knowledge firmly rooted in the material reality of what you know of Kindred. You must bind your vision to this plane, this reality, in order to do this work. And you see, you sense the wheel moving in front of you, and you see the kind of the pinprick, the point of origin of the pinprick of light at the center of the wheel seems to be getting closer, and it's starting to hover right in front of you.
Kendall doesn't flinch or back away. She stares at it and to replace faith with knowledge. To replace the seeking of a god with knowing the god? Is that what I must do?
The void will not wait. The void is hungry. You must bind your vision to what we do to Kindred's will. You are right.
Then that is what I will do. I will bind my vision to Kindred's will. I will bind my vision to the veil.
So you kind of focus your as your trance is winding down, you're focusing on this pinprick, and as it gets closer and closer and closer, and you start to feel it actually inside of you. The light is kind of resonating from within you, and you feel something has fundamentally changed about who you are. You kind of the intellect that was always there becomes forefront, and no longer, entreating Kindred and entreating the gods for your power, but you feel that as you kind of move your fingers through the weave, you seem to be able to just call things from it without having to go through that extra step. And you look down at your chest where your holy symbol once lay, and inked in a grainy outline is what was once your wheel symbol, and the across the center of Kendall's chest. And so when we return, our heroes will be 5th level, and there will be some cool new things coming up for Kendall, and we're really excited to show you what goes on there. It is 10:40 heckin' 5 at night, and a lot of our people have stuff to get off to. So I just want to say thank you so much for watching another awesome episode of the Concord Illuminati, and we're so excited to finish up the season with y'all. See you soon. Bye.
Yay, bye.